ain't fucking with me, I keep my dignity. I know them niggas don't want no pipe, I keep my dignity. Yeah, a big ass glizzy. My mama tell me all the time, baby, you gonna be a star. But she don't even like right now. For real. That's your dog in the young, that nigga won't get your peak. I had to stop fucking with niggas, I knew they won't fuck with me. And I can't wait to run touch, we gon' run these nicks. Shit, I can't wait to scope touch, we gon' kill the nicks. I know them niggas ain't fucking with me, that's why I brought the blitz. I know them niggas ain't fucking with me, that's why I put an extension. I know them niggas ain't fucking with me, y'all make your mama bitch. I had to move up out my mama house, I couldn't bring the tension. Cause when I leave up out this bitch, I gotta bring the glitz. Hey, when I leave up out this bitch, I don't know if I'll come back in. And if you really active, nigga, you know what I'm feeling. I told my niggas boom out, cause we on a mission. My girl be telling me chill out, cause she need a nigga. And plus my son, he getting older, that's my little nigga. It ain't shit I wouldn't do for my fucking chips. And making it back home and you know I ain't playing with you. I hear them niggas talking like I keep that playing with you. I heard some niggas wanna ride me down, play with niggas. They know we keep those splits burning, we love to smoke on niggas. I'm tired of bitch ass niggas act like we don't know a nigga. I'm tired of bitch ass niggas act like we won't get with it. I feel like you gotta pick me, I swear y'all be annoying niggas. I feel like you gotta pick me, young nigga, I keep a Jordan with me. I feel like you gotta pick these 3 3s, they a hit nigga. Yeah, these 3 D's a hit nigga. I feel like you gotta pick me, young nigga, I keep a Jordan with me. I keep a Jordan with me. I feel like you gotta pick me, young nigga, I keep a Jordan with me. I go dog in the club, that nigga won't get your peak. I had to start fucking with nigga, I know you won't fuck with me. And I can't wait to ride touch, we gon' let it play. Shit, I can't wait to scope touch, we gon' kill the nigga. I know them niggas ain't fucking with me, that's why I put the play. I know them niggas ain't fucking with me, that's why I put an extension. I know them niggas ain't fucking with me, I make your mama bitch. I had to move about my mama house, I couldn't bring attention. Yeah, I couldn't bring attention. I had to go up out my mouth, I couldn't bring attention. And when I leave with this bitch, I gotta bring attention.
Nigga died at 65.
Yeah. Hey man, all I'm saying is, nigga, you always got something to say. It's like you don't shut up.
Blazing on the track.
A lot of niggas died 1865. Single Michael fled, highway ain't gon' let it ride. Everybody hollering black was never on your side. They do maps to tell your apps where you sleep at night. They put that white man on. Got you begging them for answers like that white man know. Had you swearing you was African, that's that white man home. Had you proud to be a savage, that's that white man zone. And I ain't talking shit, this by definition. And being savage was our nature, y'all be non-existent. We done took your ass out when we was in them kitchens. Instead of showing you how to live and how to maintain business. White supremacy fake. Only way that shit real is if you do what they say. We the guards of the gate, so when they say they fear God, now you know what they made.
See my life has been in motion, I'm a little windy, I'm not giving up yet. If you with me, time to place up your bet. Ain't no turning back, got niggas who ran. When we caught his ass, got caught in that jam. Yeah, you know who I am, yeah, you know who I am. I can feel it coming, I can feel it coming. It's that feeling in your stomach, you can feel it coming. It's that feeling in your stomach, you can feel it coming. Yeah, you can feel it coming. Fake love, that snake you in your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote it. Too much fake love, that snake you in your face, love. Your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote it. Too much fake love, that snake you in your face, love. Your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God.
Nigga died at 65.
Yeah. Hey man, all I'm saying is, nigga, you always got something to say. It's like you don't shut up.
Blazing on the track.
A lot of niggas died 1865. Single Michael fled, highway ain't gon' let it ride. Everybody hollering black was never on your side. They do maps to tell your apps where you sleep at night. They put that white man on. Got you begging them for answers like that white man know. Had you swearing you was African, that's that white man home. Had you proud to be a savage, that's that white man zone. And I ain't talking shit, this by definition. And being savage was our nature, y'all be non-existent. We done took your ass out when we was in them kitchens. Instead
30 is not crazy at all. 30 just foresee a lot that a lot of people don't foresee.
I swear nobody could touch mine. The king with aboriginal bloodlines, indigenous wherever the sun shines. I got it covered. We've been discovered in sacred land, not Columbus. Stop the front and you're hating. The natives was copper color. We the greats. We embrace indigenous DNA. Ancestors being raped. They captured us. We were slaves, but before we was peaceful people striving. They seen it. Typical colonizer saying all our kindness is weakness, destroying nations. Diminished our history, then erased it. Committed genocide, turned corpses to corporations. But more of us on the slave ship. They was taking us for fools, and we still waiting for that 40 acres and a mule. Tell them run that. It's going down like a sunset. A genocide was a setback for major comebacks. I run laps around these lies, speak facts you gotta find. But it's hard to rise because we are trapped inside our minds. So it's time to break a chain, stop fighting to make a change. Different tribes worldwide, united on its terrain, giving game on survival. We passing the truth on how to live off the land and grow natural foods. Let's get it.
Your family was here when Columbus landed.
Is that right? Yeah. So you are not a black man, you're an Indian. Don't get it. Now this is a
So dope, my eyes low. When you move like God, the time slow. I came back for the blacks and John Doe's. Crack open them land patents, let go of them townhomes. What's a native to a native? Eat $5 dough if he not melanated. Pale faces got you waiting on a savior. Sending prayers up, he texting back on vacation. Yeah, God's children. Give all your praise to Jesus, but how God feeling? He say put no one before him in divine image. It's you with God of Christians. I got a vision, but niggas ain't gotta listen, so they don't. We came from the soil, wasn't fucking with no boats. Bible took our spirit, English potted on our homes. Tribal families turn on us, don't act like y'all don't know. But fuck them and they grudges. We was something turned to nothing. And now we nothing's turned to somethings. Reincarnation of ancients, fresh up out the oven. This the message to the black man. 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 Suave on the track.
Whatever it takes. The alleyway.
Coco, this your season right now.
They won't see me. They won't let me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the stirrup. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid, yeah. I won't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the stirrup. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid, yeah. I can't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I put attention, all of my blood, all of my veins. They started perky, now that hair by numbers veins. You started with serving, now them drugs drove you insane. Started with dealing, I grew up with killers, they taught me the game. I got some niggas that die behind, and that shit won't never the same. I know some niggas that lie behind, and that bullet had his name. Ain't no reason to cry about, cause that shit won't never change. MTF the 4th and P, my niggas can't get out the game. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the stirrup. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid, yeah. I won't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the stirrup. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid, yeah. I can't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah.
Lost see, I glossed to it, shit ain't been the same. Heard the ops talking to the feds, giving names. Who gon' feed my family if they take me out the game? Keep one in the head and one eye open, that ain't change. I'm quick to catch a body. When I shoot, he shoot, I know bro shooting right beside me. Them hollow tips go through the wall and then they hit his body.
Peace. Grand Rising. Grand Rising to all the American Aborigines. Shout out to my FBA brothers and sisters that's tuning in to this live stream. Make sure y'all thumb up the video. It's very important for you to thumb up the video. It lets the algorithm know that you like it. It pushes it out so other people can tune in to the live stream as well. This is a Wake and Bake show. We're going to be getting into some audio. I want to put out my disclaimers. I do not push black. All right. I do not push any other organization. I only teach Aboriginal information. Okay. I do not promote Tariq Nasheed. I do play his audio from time to time, piggybacking off the conversation at hand. Nor do I agree with everything that Tariq Nasheed say. Often I agree with some things. All right. When I talk about pretending Indians, I'm talking about people who recently just came out of their indoctrinated stage of Negro, Black, and Colored, got onto some online group, found some type of tribe, and became Indians, and now shit on other brothers and sisters that's lost. All right. That's who I call pretending Indians. That's my disclaimer. I always want to put my disclaimers out right away. So listen, man, shout out to everybody in the chat. If y'all can hear me loud and clear, drop them fire emojis in the chat. Before we even get started, if you can hear me, drop them fire emojis. Shout out to everybody. This Awake and Bake. Let me know what y'all smoking on and where y'all at this Grand Rising. All right? We're smoking on some cookies and some gelato, okay? That's what we doing this Grand Rising. Let me take the time out to shout out some of the brothers and sisters that took their time out and to come support the channel and that I can visually see in the chat. So let me say shout out to the brothers and sisters that's viewing this, that's not able to chat right now, maybe because you're at work, you're driving, or you're doing something else. Shout out to you guys, okay? Shout out to you guys. Let me shout out to the brothers and sisters that's off in this chat. Shout out to Scats. Shout out to Cameo. Shout out to Tony Farlow, Enox, DJ Cuddy in the building. Shout out to DJ Cuddy in the building. Let's get them air horns going real quick before we get it cracking, man. Shout out to DJ Cuddy in the building. Yeah, DJ Cuddy in the building. Shout out to DJ Cuddy. The best to do it if you ever knew it. Shout out to Ghost. Shout out to Ghost FL. Shout out to Empress Freedom Feather. Shout out to Goldie Lion. Shout out to Lady Land Goddess. Shout out to my sis. Shout out to Today We Agree Peace. All right. Shout out to Juan Torres. Shout out to Granville Hopkins. Shout out to Don P. Shout out to Don P, y'all. One of the brothers has been on code recently, coming from the FBA community. We really respect him, and he's diving into doing the research. All right. Shout out to Don P. Shout out to Juice in the chat. Shout out to Smoke Signal. Let's who else we got in here. Anton Williams. Shout out to Anton Williams. Shout out to Pop Reed in the building. Wilmore Reed in the building. Shout out to who else we got in here? King David. Shout out to King David in here. I haven't seen King David in here in a while. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to Brendan Rogers, Daz Hosen. I told you I was gonna throw some King Azir in for you. Shout out to Curry Smith. Shout out to Curry Smith in the building. Shout out to Snake God. Shout out to Thermal Energy. Tight Sound American Aborigine. Who else we got in here? We got Chantel Lepore. Who else? Dirk Askew, TT Portier, Elizabeth Young, and Chief Courtney. Shout out to you guys. Maurice Miller, Aboriginal Think Tank. What's going on? And we got Jay Daniels in the building. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to you guys. Hopefully I ain't missing nobody else. We got Cool Face, Sunset TV, Run It Back Game. Who else? Chick Homedy Root. Shout out to my sister, Chick Homedy Root. We got Copper Color Nation, Chris Williams, Samuel Crooks. And I believe that's it. Oh yeah, I can't forget one of my favorite brothers and sisters that's just now coming over to the Aboriginal information. Shout out to EYB Entertainment. Shout out to EYB Entertainment in the building. We got YQ Radio, Ab the God 89, Demise 25, Rise Mo, Marco Power. Shout out to you guys as well. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to my brother Truth over everything. All right, now let's get it cracking. How y'all feeling this Grand Rising? I didn't see them fire emojis in the chat neither when I asked y'all, could y'all hear me loud and clear? I want to make sure y'all can hear me. Yeah, let's get it. Yeah. Shout out to my everybody in the chat. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Like I said before we get started, it's very important for you guys to slap that like button. Thumb up the video right now. Thumb up the video right now. Go ahead and do that and get it in, man. We got some audio we got lined up for you guys. But before we get into that, I just want to say it's a beautiful time to be an Aborigine. Okay. Shout out to my FBA brothers and sisters. Lineage and genealogy is key. Okay. Genealogy is something that I encourage you to do, and it's personal, it's intimate. It deals with your lineage, and you should take your time out for it. You understand me? You should not be exploiting and promoting your genealogy all around for the internet to grab at. To my who I am as an Aboriginal is not up for debate. Okay, my lineage is not up for debate. Okay, who I am, blood tied to America, is not up for debate. Okay, we challenge historical narratives based off our genealogy, and so that's what we promote over here. So shout out to you guys. Make sure you hit that like button. I want to get straight into the audio right now, so make sure y'all support the channel, and hit that like button. Shout out to DJ Cuddy in the building. Let's get it cracking, man. Let's get the audio.
I think they got started this morning and then they ended in the evening.
Let me know if y'all can hear it loud and clear.
I don't know if they thought they were going to wear people down, but folks, y'all were on their bumpers. I was in and out of the room too. They wouldn't let me get on. I was raising my hand. The moderator kept taking me out of the moderation queue because what they tried to do, they stacked the whole hearing up with a lot of these in Cobra narc people, all of these Democratic shills who sit up here and try to push the Pan-Africanism line when it comes to reparations. And they were desperately trying to push this whole, we got to include all Black people because all Black people suffer from racism, not just the descendants of slaves. And we were like, no. Folks was in the comment section going off. Folks, they were on Twitter snapping. So these folks knew their careers were going to be on the line if they tried to put together some BS. We were not going for the BS. They kept trying to use a lot of word salad. It was how many people was on the actual voting panel? It was about 9, 10 people. And eventually, with a lot of going back and forth, because the whole thing was to determine who was going to be eligible. And you had a handful of folks. This one lawyer lady, Lisa, what was Lisa's last name? Was it Holder? And I'm getting Butter Biscuit Bedwinch vibes off her. I done looked up some of her stuff and I'm getting some Bedwinch vibes. I'll say that. The chairwoman, yes, Miss Moore. She was thorough. She was on top of it. And
We're talking about the reparation plan that was supposed to get passed in California last night, which I believe it did. I believe it got passed last night. So that's what he's talking about right now. So make sure y'all hit that like button. Y'all hear it loud and clear. Let me know, moderators. Let me know if it's clear on you guys' end.
I chopped it up with her some time ago. I chopped it up with her last year about this whole thing. She's solid. But the thing is, we were on their bumpers. We were on their bumpers. We were not, Lisa Holder, we were not going for that whole everybody Black suffered racism, so we got to include them. We're not doing that. We were not playing that at all. We were not playing that game.
All right, y'all, just making sure.
And we let these folks know what it was. And shout out to the sisters who was broadcasting all day, Sister Cherie. A lot of folks was on top of it. And man, they were trying everything they could. They were talking about, well, those in Cobra Negroes. Well, if it's going to be just for the descendants of slaves in America, that's going to be like real divisive, and that's going to make other people feel bad. They were in there talking that nonsense. Man, I wanted to jump off the phone, man. I wanted to jump into the phone. They were doing that nonsense. They were talking about, well, somebody it was one Boule Sambo in there. Reggie Jones or something, right? I looked him up. He's Boule all day, one of them Boule Negroes. talking about whether we came here on a slave ship or a cruise ship, we all in the same boat now. I threw the phone when this Negro said that, man. They were talking that type of stuff, these Democratic shills that's been sent in to try to sabotage it. Oh my God, they had everybody hot, man. We were like, oh.
And I've been hearing that with a lot of niggas in the community too. I don't think they should get reparations. I think you should just get trees and land and just water. Nigga gone. The fuck wrong? What wrong with y'all? Nigga, nobody want to eat no trees and drink water all goddamn day. What wrong? Nigga, yeah, we need the land too, but nigga, we need money too. Like it don't work like that.
Oh no, they're not about to play this game. But I'm telling y'all, NARC and NCOBRA, they are enemies of Black society. They kept trying to push that Pan-Africanism line. Oh, we all in this together. We all suffer. A lot of immigrants. There's some Black folks who come over here and they be suffering from racism. If the police pull them over, they ain't gonna ask if you is a descendant of slaves in America. They were using all of those old talking points. We ain't going for that because listen, we're not having a conversation to stop racism, all right? We can't do that right now. This isn't a situation where we're trying to stop some damn racism. We're talking about a specific claim that is specific to foundational Black Americans. We're talking about something that is owed to us specifically. We ain't trying to carry nobody. We're not trying to help you stop racism. That's another conversation. We'll do that over there. But right now, this is our thing that we're trying to get popping. And it doesn't include everybody. And they kept trying to shame us for not including everybody because they know the trick bag that they're trying to do. They understand the minute we let Black immigrants in, that opens the door to everybody. They know that. If we say, well, Black immigrants, they weren't descendants of slaves and they're not owed anything, but because they suffered racism, they should get something. And then, hell, the Latinos are going to be like, well, damn it, I suffer from racism, even though I'm classified as white, but I got called a derogatory name, so I need a piece of that check too. That opens the door to everybody, and they know that. And that's what their white Democratic paymasters sent them to do, to try to trick us. Remember, politics is warfare, family, and we went into the situation today with a warfare mindset. That's how we have to be when it comes to the...
That's getting on cold, man. That's called getting on cold. That's why I say it ain't about it ain't a person, it ain't a system, it ain't, it's just about being on cold, man. It's just about
that opens the door to everybody, and they know that.
Going against this system. And that's what
their white Democratic paymasters sent them to do, to try to trick us. Remember, politics is warfare, family, and we went into the situation today with a warfare mindset.
Yeah, politics is warfare. It's warfare without the bombs and the guns and the bloodshed. You see what I'm saying? It's all warfare. It's all war. Politics is war without bloodshed, without the guns. Literally.
That's how we have to be when it comes to the political game. Politics is warfare without bloodshed. Everything is all about tricking us. When they do politics with us, the whole name of the game is tricking foundational Black Americans to go along with things that's going to be against our self-interest. And it's going to benefit everybody else. That's warfare. And the problem is we keep going for it. So what they try to do is throw out a bunch of symbolic gestures when it comes to us. Other groups get tangibles. And then you have other people try to tell us all of these crazy convoluted things we have to do to get tangible. Well, if you want tangibles, what you got to do, you got to have a committee, and then you got to go out here and get a voting pack, and then put some money together for the pack. And then what you got to do, you got to get a lobbyist committee. And then if you get a lobbyist committee, then you can put somebody in place that's going to push your agenda. They stop, because non-citizens are getting tangibles from the government, and they didn't do none of that. Asians don't do all that. They just get tangibles. Hispanics who ain't even citizens, they get tangibles. They don't do that because they can't do all that. Afghanistan refugees get tangibles. They don't do all of these committees and PACs and all that. The Ukrainian refugees that's about to come over here, they're not creating PACs and doing all of this stuff.
Lucky boy, you know your ass lying your ass off, G. You lying your ass off. You know that Zaza legal up here, G.
They're just chipping these people off just to chip them off. But with us, we got to go through hoops. We got to do the limbo. We got to do a march on Selma. Then we got to do all of these crazy things. No, we don't. We just got to stay on code and let these folks know. We will not support none of these folks. We'll let the Democratic Party crash and burn. Because you do not have to vote if you're not going to get anything out of it. Voting is warfare, man. We got to look at it as, what are we going to get for our group? Other groups, when they vote, it's all about what they are getting, what tangibles they're going to get. They're all about tangibles. And we can't touch them. We can't touch none of the tangibles they get. It's not for us. The DACA program, that's not for foundational Black Americans. All of these immigrant set-asides, that's not for foundational Black Americans. But the minute we start talking about getting tangibles, all of a sudden, we get all of these words thrown at us where we got to include everybody. Well, if you get something, just understand, you can't be divisive. It's all about togetherness. It's all about equality. It's all about a minority coalition. Yeah. Listen to those words they come around us with.
Yeah, that's what they try to do. It's a minority coalition. What about peoples of color? Next thing you know, you got Latinos, these Cambodian looking motherfucking Asians, you got East Indians, you got all kind of motherfucking shit coming through. You understand me? I'm talking about, hey, man, we got to get it together. Man, everybody want a piece of your pie, man. Everybody else got a full plate and looking at your motherfucking plate like, yeah, I want your fucking cornbread. You gonna eat your cornbread, nigga? Yeah, that's what they pretty much asking your ass. And you like, oh, no, I don't want no cornbread. You niggas slow as hell.
When it's just Asians in the room. I'm telling y'all, when it's Asians and Latinos and all of these other groups in the room, there is no minority coalition talk. There's no equality talk. There's no people of color talk. They get specific tangibles for them and they get right to the point. There's not a gazillion committees. But boy, when we get on the floor, all of a sudden we get flooded with boule agents, bedwench agents.
Yeah, you have a motherfucking tether in that bitch talk. Yeah, I'm Black American and I think we should get Shoney certificates to eat at Shoney's and we should get a TJ Maxx gift card. No, nigga, take that bullshit on somewhere. We need checks. You understand me? We need some money coming in annually, goddamn.
In the zone, and that's why we got to stay on top of everybody, man. There's a reason why I've been calling these bedwenches and boule folks out for years. I've been telling y'all, this is why. I don't call them out just because I dislike them. I'm telling you, these people are dangerous. These folks are very dangerous when it comes to us, man. We got to watch who they put in front of us. And just because they use the word civil rights and all that, that don't mean nothing. And also, it was an Asian man on the panel, and he was talking a good game at first. What was that Asian guy's name?
Everybody was talking about the Asian dude last night because he tried to stop it and usher in all these other race groups. And mind you, they saying that the Asian dude was on cold all for the last 2-3 weeks. What they were saying? No bullshit. You understand me? So we know he was on some Asian shit. And a lot of you niggas on some Asian shit. A lot of you niggas is really for looking down on our people. Y'all don't want to see success. You niggas the police, man. Straight the fuck up.
I think wasn't his family like survivors of the, and I say survivors because they weren't killing Japanese people who were in the internment camps. They weren't killing them. So survivor. But he was a descendant of those people who were in the internment camps, I think. And what was his name? The Asian guy's name. Now, at first, all this month, he's been popping in these reparations conversations, and I don't know why they have him in a reparations conversation about us. Well, I do know.
Right. Why the fuck you even got some Chinese fucker in our conversation? Hell, naturally, without even knowing Chinese, black people don't even like Chinese people for real. Like,
Tamaki, right? Yeah, Tamaki. There's an Asian man sitting up here judging whether or not we're going to get reparations. So this Asian guy is here, and for the last few weeks, he's been talking a good game. And even on the meeting today, for hours, he was kind of talking a good game. He was seeming like he was on our side. And then the minute they start talking about voting on whether or not it's going to be race-based or lineage-based, because if it's race-based, that opens it up for everybody. But if it's lineage-based, that's just going to make it available for us foundational Black Americans. So when it was time to vote, he was one of the people who voted for it to be race-based. He did a 180 on our ass. And boy, they were trying to slip in a whole bunch of stuff, and finally, they all agreed that this thing has to be limited to foundational Black Americans who were descendants of slaves. This article just came out. California, First in Nation Task Force on Reparations.
Yeah, nigga don't give a fuck about no Asians, man. Get your stupid ass out of there.
Tuesday to limit state compensation to the descendants of free and enslaved Black people who were in the U.S. in the 19th century, narrowly rejecting a proposal to include all Black people. Yeah, we shut that down, family. They immediately wrote an article about it in the AP. So this sets a cool precedent for the rest of the country. This is what it means by staying on code and staying on top of this stuff. Oh, they thought we were going to fall by the wayside. They thought we were going to ignore it. See, that's what they were hoping. They were hoping that we weren't going to tune in so they could just slip all the BS through.
Right. That's what
and
they
then
was
when we
wanting.
pop up and see it
that's what all
in
these
law, we're like, damn,
that's what all these little distractions is about. They was hoping that shit would slip by, but we focus. We laser focus on what we need. Fuck all this other bullshit going around us that don't concern us. Where that check, give us our land, let us do what we need to fucking do. Period. We not African. We know our lineage. We been here. We built this shit. You understand? Simple.
What's going on with this bill? Yeah, you guys, we told you we're having a meeting, and you know, this is what we did. So reparations for everybody. Oh, you don't remember when the meeting was? They were going to try to play that game. We didn't go for that. And this is why, family, ain't no coalition, man. We got to watch out who comes to the table. When you got non-Black people talking about a situation this serious, we have to call that all the way out. Because let me tell you something. Stuff for them, for their groups, they're not going to have us at the table deciding for them what they're going to get. We got to shut that stuff down. Yeah, we ain't playing about this. And look, this is a marathon. We got to stay on our square. We got to keep our eyes on every tier of conversation that they spew. And now when it gets to what actually will be administered to us, we got to make sure it's going to be cash. Let's not let them play the, well, we're going to give you education vouchers. No, 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 no. We got to stay on our square. It's going to be about cash. It's going to be about cash, ladies and gentlemen. We're not playing we're going to give you some Popeyes chicken coupon.
Yeah, some of you niggas want Popeye chickens coupons. Stupid ass. What's wrong with you?
And we're going to give you a black card for Six Flags. And no, 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 no. We're going to stay on our square. We're going to need money. We're going to need money. Yeah, there was one Jamaican dude who actually voted in favor of it being lineage based. Shout out to him. He got on code, but what I understand, he wasn't really on code at first until he saw the arguments coming from the grassroots. So he got on code. So this is why it's important to stay on these people's bumper. And we let them know, if y'all vote crazy and try to push a bill that's going to undermine us, your career is over. Your career is going to be over. But the Cobra people, they were trying to mix in all types of stuff. Well, what if somebody had came over here in the 1800s from the Caribbean, and then they had got on the census and they got a Spanish last name? They were trying all of that nonsense, deliberately trying to confuse the issue. We're not going for that. We're being very specific. Black folks who was here 19th century, they can be traced to the census, which is very easy to do. This is not rocket science. They kept trying to make this thing more convoluted and confusing than what it was. If you can trace yourself back, your family back to the census 1870, you good. It's that simple. Yeah, he blocked me, but then he unblocked me. He unblocked me now. So yeah, he got on code. That brother in particular, he got on code. You understand? Now, yeah, some people talking about they couldn't go back past 1940. Man, please, I can trace my family back to the damn 1700s. I don't know what y'all talking about. I can trace my family back to the 1700s. I'm good money. If you can't trace your family back and all that stuff, maybe you an immigrant, and this ain't for you. And this is not about emotions. This ain't when it comes to us getting some, all of a sudden everybody's feelings come into play. Well, that's gonna be divisive. That make people feel bad, and you're gonna leave people out. And so what? Yeah, this is not about feelings. We're talking business here. We are the descendants of the recipients of the people who are supposed to get benefits from the Special Field Order 15, which is the 40 acres and a mule bill. We are the descendants of the proposed recipients of the Special Field Order 15 bill. We can get very technical with it. We can get very, very technical with this thing. And you're not going to shame us because none of these other groups include us. We're always left out. Ain't nobody thinking about our damn feelings. They leave us out of everything. They got CARICOM. CARICOM leaves us out. They don't include us in CARICOM. They're going to have to fight their own battle. We're not carrying everybody else no more. That's done. And remember, all of these immigrant groups, they whack hide. So whack hide and get yours, right? Don't depend on us. Yeah. Go ahead and get your.
He said they whack hide.
Since you whack hide. Let them do them. It's yours, right? Don't depend on us, lazy akata. Go ahead and get yours since you whack so hide. Let them do them, and we're going to do us. Now, let's get into some other things, ladies and gentlemen. Let me talk about some real things here on today's broadcast. Now, as you know, the Will Smith thing where he got into it with Chris Rock, we got to touch on this. We got to touch on the aftermath of this thing. The aftermath of it is very interesting. Now, for those who don't know, you're sitting under a rock at the Oscar Awards. Chris Rock was making jokes, and he said a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith, and Will Smith looked over, saw that his wife was uncomfortable, so he boldly walked on stage, smacked Chris Rock, and then proceeded to sit back down. And then later on, he got an award, and he apologized, and he kept it pushing. A lot of people are very opinionated about what happened. Now, I talked about it the other day. Now, let's be very clear. Now, I don't condone, because a lot of people thought I was condoning Will Smith hitting Chris Rock. I wasn't condoning it, but I understand. Let's be clear. I wasn't condoning it, but I do understand where he was coming from.
Facts.
We're going to look at this thing from a few different angles.
Let's look at it from a few different angles. Hey, if y'all can hear me loud and clear, y'all hear the audio loud and clear, drop them fire emojis, man. It's your brother Big Original Power. It's very important for you guys to thumb up the video right now. Go hit the like button right now. And it's free. Hit the like button. You know what I mean? And share the live stream. Share the live stream. Let's continue this going. Let's get it cracking. Let's look at this Will Smith aftermath from a few angles.
Now, with Will Smith going on that stage, he should not have done that. He absolutely should not have done that. I don't want to see two brothers getting into it or a brother popping another brother in the face on live television. No, I don't want to see that at all. And if he had a problem, you go backstage and then you handle it like that or whatever. You pull him to the side or whatever. But I understand where Will was coming from. I understand. Not that I condone, but I understand. There's a couple of things we have to understand too. Because a lot of people, especially online, felt a certain way about it. Like, oh my God, you don't hit nobody because of words. Oh God, that shook a lot of people online. Because see, we live in an internet culture right now where people are used to saying anything online. And
oh man, he touching on some shit right there. He touching on some shit. See, a lot of you niggas get online and you get online and you get on these panels, y'all say whatever the fuck y'all want. Y'all be disrespectful. But in reality, in real life, you niggas wouldn't do that. Because you would get your ass kicked, just as flat out. Y'all niggas get on here and be disrespecting people. Fuck you, son of a bitch, SMD, all this shit on these panels and going crazy. Boy, you'd have been done got your ass kicked 10 times. That's why I understand what's going on. Niggas talk shit online and think it ain't got no consequences behind it.
There's no repercussions about it. So this is a lesson for folks. Understand, the real world is not used to saying anything online and there's no repercussions about it. So this is a lesson for folks. Understand, the real world is not like the internet. Okay, this is a lesson. And I'm not talking about good or bad, right or wrong. I'm just telling you what is. In real life, when you're face to face with somebody, family, you never know where that goes. It's not like the internet where you can just talk reckless. And I'm not saying this to disparage our brother Chris Rock, because he shouldn't have been hit in the face like that. But a lot of folks, again, I think a lot of them are living vicariously through Chris Rock. They're like, well, damn, I like to talk crap and I like to talk trash. Is somebody going to jump me? You shouldn't do that. That shouldn't happen. It's just word. People can talk. People can say anything they want to do without fear of being assaulted. Yeah, online. Yeah, that's cool online. I'm just letting y'all know how life is. That's why I'm not shocked, because I understand in real life, things happen. Things can get real at the drop of a hat in real life.
That's a fact. That's why a lot of you guys don't pop out at these Aboriginal meetings and these shows and these get-togethers and these lectures and shit. A lot of you niggas be talking shit online. Don't know who might want to bust your motherfucking head open. That's why you gotta respect people, man. You never know. This is a small motherfucking world, man.
Y'all better understand how the real life game works. In real life, you're not protected by the virtual walls of the internet. See, so many people are used to hopping online and just talking completely reckless. They think those same rules apply in real life. It doesn't. Things can go left. And here's the thing. You better be prepared for things to go left if you say certain things.
You better be prepared. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. I like the old days, up close and personal. You understand me? Go to a lecture, you break out your computer, you got your projector screen, you got the crowd you interacting with, the motherfuckers who really, really appreciate it is going to show in attendance. You understand me? I like that type of shit.
There's always the potential for repercussions in the physical world for anything you say. So if you say something where you're trying to be deliberately edgy, and you have a right to do that, but you also better understand that somebody might take it a certain way, and you better be able to stand on that and back that up. I'm just telling you real life. This ain't about, well, they shouldn't do that now. The Lord don't like that now. He shouldn't have did. Damn all that shoulda, coulda, woulda nonsense. I'm just telling you what is, man. Things can go left in real life. The real life is not like the computer. It's not like the Twitter streets where you be talking about folks' mama, talking about people, kids, and you and your kids ain't shit. Your baby mama ain't yeah. It's cool typing all that, and it makes you feel bold and gangster online until somebody run up on you in real life. That just doesn't work in real life. Not to justify it, but just that lets you know in real life anything can happen. So you better be ready to stand on what you say. That is the point, and that's the lesson that you need to take out of that situation. Damn the woulda, coulda, shoulda. All right? Just understand that. Not to justify nothing, but whatever you say to somebody in real life, you might think, well, I'm protected. I'm up here in this building with all these white folks. No, you're not really protected. Things are going to go left. Now, let's be clear. Now, Chris Rock has not made a statement. Somebody said he made a statement. No, that statement that was put out, that wasn't from Chris Rock. Chris Rock has not put out a statement. And from what I understand, they have not really sat down and talked and shaken hands. They're not really cool about this yet. I know Will has apologized and he put out a statement. Jada put out a statement, but Chris has not said anything. I think Chris is about to get a bag out of this, to be honest. And Chris Rock, he declined.
That nigga about to get a nice bag. I ain't getting no BET Award bag. This nigga about to get that Oscar bag. That's a nice little check, Chris Rock. Hell yeah, this nigga about to play the Pookie role. This nigga about to act like a little slave crackhead. He about to get this bread. This nigga, yes, oh my God, wow. Chris, and I still feel it. I don't even want to go to a award show no more. I'll play the shit all the way. This nigga, Chris Rock, hell.
And to file a police report, which was good. You don't want to get the police involved in this nonsense because that's not going to benefit. That's not going to do anything. So he didn't get the police involved, which is good. But I think Chris is about to get a bag out of this. I think Chris is holding out. Chris knows that he got Will and Jada by the balls right now. He knows that. Not only that, I think Chris Rock knows he got the Oscar Awards itself by the balls. Man, Chris Rock can get about $40-50 million out of this right now. You understand what I'm telling you?
40-50 million? Sheesh.
And just through the roof right now, but Chris Rock right now, Chris Rock is somewhere with his lawyer probably negotiating. He's about to get a check out of Will and another check out of the Oscars. And this is not staged. I do not think it was staged. Staged for what? Staged for what? I don't think it was staged. Staged for what? I don't think it was staged. But I think he's about to get a bag. But here's the thing that's very interesting. A few things. So many black folks now are copping pleas. Oh, this is exposing a lot of the Sambo class. A lot of black folks are running around here. Oh, Lordy, this makes black people look so bad. Oh, why did Will Smith do that? This makes black people look so horrible. I've been hearing that line. We've been seeing it online. A lot of folks, man, in that single swoop, he gonna make us look bad to other folks. To who? Who gives a damn? Let me show y'all some stuff I've been seeing online. This woman right here, who is she? She is a stylist with alopecia. This is actually a black woman. Her name is Sheila Bridges. She's actually just a light-skinned black woman. She's up here talking about Will Smith and Chris Rock's actions reinforce stereotypes about black men. So these Sambo and mammies are running to the white media talking about black stereotypes. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Will Smith perpetuated stereotypes about the black community. Will y'all stop? Y'all up here running to the white media copping please. Why are y'all running to the white media hollering about some damn stereotype? Oh, the black community look bad. The white people just don't think lowly of us. Oh, Lord. Will y'all please stop copying, please? We don't really give a damn about what white society thinks. This is the Oscars we're talking about. The Oscars sit up here. And for the last 100 years, they've given awards to some of the most Sambo-ish, coonish, mammy-ish awards in roles imaginable. They've given awards to some of the most coonish and mammy roles that you can dream of. The first award they gave was to Hattie McDaniel for being a damn mammy. These people been perpetuating the negative stereotypes of black people. What are you Sambos talking about? These folks sat up here and had Gabby Sidibe sitting up there in the front row, busting out her damn dress, stomach overflowing on the floor, sitting next to skinny white women. The Oscars are the main ones who perpetuate the damn stereotypes. They're the ones giving Oscars to people playing mammies and Sambos and hoes and harlots. They're the ones who do that. They've been doing that. They don't think highly of us. Anyway, what y'all talking about? I really wish black folks get off this nonsense where this is going to taint our image. Our image is already tainted to them, no matter what we do. It doesn't matter. What y'all think y'all gonna do? Get some extra butter biscuit crumbs because you going up here copying pleas to the white people? What do you think is gonna happen? That you gonna let them know you's a different Negro? What you think is gonna happen? Yeah, these folks are giving awards to garbage like Precious and The Help and The Blind Side. Some of the worst stereotypes you can imagine. They're the ones who perpetuate the stereotypes, dude. Stop it. All these respectability politics, will y'all please stop Samboing? I don't give a damn what these people think about us. They gonna think about us a certain way anyway. Oh, Stephen A. Smith. Oh, let me find that. Hold on. Let me find the Stephen A. Smith. Somebody just reminded me. Oh, you know the King Sambo had to jump in and say something. Let me find the clip of him talking about, okay, this is Stephen A. Smith. All right, this is your boy. Here's Stephen A. Smith talking about the situation with Will Smith. Hold on, let me play him. Let me play y'all boy. This is your guy. Eyes already bucking. The eyes already bucking, ladies and gentlemen. Here he is. Hold on. Hold on.
Props and congratulations to him for winning the Oscar because damn it, he deserved it. And I love the brother and I'm proud of him, but boy, was that a shameful act for him to commit tonight. To go up on stage and slap Chris Rock like that, he's lucky he didn't get his ass kicked, particularly after the event was over. If not by Chris Rock, to the fellas he had there with him. I mean, damn. Denzel and Bradley Cooper and Tyler Perry having to calm you down, your publicist having to run out and calm you down. I mean, damn, come on, bro. Come on, man. There's no excuse for it, ladies and gentlemen. Don't even try to justify it, okay? Chris Rock said it years ago. Every time black folks doing something, you know who messes it up. I never dreamed of my wildest dreams. I'd be saying that about Will Smith. A black man, Will Packer, did a phenomenal job producing the Oscars, and you do this to stain yourself, to stain the Academy Awards? Damn. What Will Smith did tonight was straight bullshit.
Okay. And so, you know,
this nigga a fucking coon.
Right there with him. I mean, damn. Denzel and Bradley Cooper and Tyler Perry having to calm you down, your publicist having to run out and calm you down. I mean, damn, come on, bro. Come on, man. There's no excuse for it, ladies and gentlemen. Don't even try to justify it, okay? Chris Rock said it years ago. Every time black folks doing something, you know who messes it up. I never dreamed of my wildest dreams. I'd be saying that about Will Smith. A black man, Will Packer, did a phenomenal job producing the Oscars, and you do this to stain yourself, to stain the Academy Awards? Damn. What Will Smith did tonight was straight bullshit.
Coming from the same motherfucker.
Okay.
Listen, this the same motherfucker who said this. Listen to this shit.
Now, One, how do I make my bosses more money? And number two,
listen to this nigga Stephen A. Smith.
I wake up every morning with two thoughts. Number one, how do I make my bosses more money? And number two, how do I get some of it?
What? Oh, what are you talking about, man?
I wake up every morning with two thoughts. Number one, how do I make my bosses more money? And number two, how do I get some of it?
So what's coming from a nigga like that, man? A coon.
Will Smith did tonight was straight bullshit.
Okay. And so, you know, oh, Lord, so Stephen, boy, he had to earn them biscuits, boy. All y'all Negroes are doing is auditioning for butter biscuits at this point. Boy, y'all are auditioning for butter biscuits. Y'all cut it out. We see what you're doing. Oh, we see what y'all doing. And nobody, we're not justifying it, but stuff happens. And listen. All of this stuff, and we see the Sambo class out here copping pleas and jumping up. Oh, Lord, you shouldn't have done that. Oh, that is horrible. They're out here copping pleas thinking that they're going to get some kind of pass. These old I loves my boss type Negroes. All right, just cut it out. Because you're not going to get any brownie points from these people. They're not going to look at you differently. So just cut it out. And now you got a lot of white people running around here chiming in, being so appalled. Oh my God. They're just so appalled. And you got white actors talking greasy. Out of all people, Alec Baldwin had something slick to say. Alec Bullet Hole Baldwin. Alec Baldwin chimed in with something slick to say. Not you, Alec Baldwin. What did Alec Baldwin say? Well, let me find the tweet on Alec Baldwin. Hold on. I'm looking for it now. Alec Baldwin had something to say. Oh, yeah, he said it was like the Jerry Springer show. Hold on. Alec Baldwin had to chime in. He compared the Oscars to the Jerry Springer show and defended Chris Rock after Will Smith slapped the comic. Alex, okay, Alec, you can chill, Alec. You killed somebody on set, Alec. Alec Baldwin shot some damn body by mistake, as they say, but Alec Baldwin then made the whole industry hot right now. I just finished the movie. We just finished the movie a couple of months ago, filming. And because of Alec Baldwin, man, we got to have people on the set looking at all the prop guns, and you got to have meetings, and we got to get permits for every little thing now. And we got to hire other people to oversee the props. And every time we're about to use some toy guns, which is basically what we had, we're doing some reenactment scenes, and we had basically toy guns. They weren't even blank guns. We had toy guns. And boy, we had to have meetings right before we did the scene so they can explain that it's not a deadly weapon. Oh my God, it's a mess out here because of Alec Baldwin's ass. Okay, I'm telling y'all, it's a mess out here. If you want to film with a prop gun.
Damn, man, these white people stay fucking up something and then trying to make it tough and blame it on black niggas. That's how they do. Hey, man, we got 253 people up in this thing. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Thumb up the video. Thumb up the video, man. Make sure y'all thumb up the video. I want to shout out some of the one of the brothers that took their time out to support the channel. We appreciate all the support. Shout out to Corey Abrams for the cash out donation. Shout out to Corey Abrams for the cash out donation. We appreciate that. Make sure y'all support the channel. Hit that like button. Share the live stream. Let's continue the live.
Oh my God. Well, you got to explain. You got to explain to the whole crew. It's a mess out here, man. I'm telling you. So you got a lot of nerve, Alec Baldwin. And Jim Carrey tried to chime in. He was like, oh man, the Oscars are shameful for giving Will a standing ovation. And yeah, Jim Carrey tried to chime in. And remember, Jim Carrey, you know, folks are talking about how working with him is a horror show to a certain degree. And I like Jim Carrey. I think he's funny, but hey, come on, Jim. Hold on, Jim Carrey. Now, Jim Carrey sitting up here trying to chime in. And Jim Carrey, when he was playing Andy Kaufman, Jim Carrey behind the scenes threw a glass bottle at Jerry Lawler, who's an actor and a wrestler who was in the film. And Jerry Lawler said when he got on the set, yeah, Jim Carrey was acting crazy towards him and threw a glass bottle and almost hit him. And the cameras weren't rolling. He was so much into the character, he was acting bugged out when the cameras were off. He just got into the character and started bugging out. And these folks, let me tell you something. These folks in Hollywood, they're always fighting on set. They fight in Hollywood left and right. Nobody's talking about pressing charges. This is what I don't like. They're talking about pressing charges. Will Smith should be arrested, and stop it. This is why I'm not going for the whole Will made us look bad. To who? Will made I don't even want to get into the other stuff about Jim Carrey, about the stuff about him allegedly. They were talking about him drugging his girlfriend or something like that, allegedly. There's a whole bunch of weird stuff about Jim Carrey, all right, that Jim don't really need to be going into. Oh, there's a lot of weird stuff about Jim Carrey's ass. So yeah, he don't need to be using this as something to go in on. See, this is what I don't like. See, what we're seeing now is a darkening of Will Smith. So now they're going to try to hold us up to this crazy standard. This is why all these Negroes copping pleas. Copping pleas for what? Copping pleas to who? These white people in Hollywood, they be fighting their asses off on set all the time, man. Don't get it twisted. These people are always scrapping. Now, some people I was talking about this earlier. They were making excuses where they don't be doing it on film. That don't make it any better. Just because they did it behind the camera, violence is violence. That don't mean nothing. Violence is violence. They beat the crap out of each other on these film sets behind the scenes. And they don't sit here trying to get each other arrested. They keep that between them. You notice that? And there's been so many fights, infamous fights behind the scenes. People like Steven Seagal. I think he beat up John Leguizamo on one film. Yeah? And from what I understand, Steven Seagal is always trying to jump bad on some of the actors in his films from what people have talked about. That's been a thing with Steven Seagal. They've always talked about how Steven Seagal has kind of acted funny style and tried to put hands on folks behind the scenes. But other people have fought on set. Infamous fights. Sylvester Stallone fought Richard Gere one time. I think Brad Pitt fought, was it Tom Cruise? I think Tom Cruise fought Brad Pitt on one film set. Shia LaBeouf and Tom Hardy got into it. They were physically fighting. Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, not Dan Aykroyd, but Chevy Chase, they got into a physical fight. Yo, that's a thing with these guys. They be getting busy behind the scenes. Beating the brakes off each other. They don't press charges. They stay on code with each other. They like, yeah, we got into it. We're going to keep that between us or whatever. But yeah, we got into it. So yeah, I'm not going to be the kind of Negro running around here talking about how we look to some damn body. Who cares how we look to somebody? That doesn't matter. I'm not trying to look a certain way for these folks. They're going to look at us the way they want to look at us anyway, even if we're running around here in suits and respectable. And let me tell you something, that's one of the reasons why the dominant white society feels a certain way about this with Will Smith. See, there's a reason why you see the dominant white society really, this seems like it's really triggering them. Have y'all noticed that? And when Sambo see Massa triggered, that's when they get triggered. That's why so many Negroes are copping pleas, because they see white mommy and white daddy are very disturbed by this. Oh, Lord, Massa them is tripping. I got to comfort Massa. Massa, I don't condone nothing Will Smith did. He is wrong, wrong, wrong. Shut up. You see white mommy and white daddy upset by this. Now, why is white mommy and white daddy so upset? Why is the dominant society so upset? This was an interaction and an exchange between two black folks, so it had nothing to do with them. Why are they so upset about it? Let's go into this real quickly. Why is white society so upset about this? You know why they're so upset about it? A couple of reasons. There's two reasons why they're upset about it. The first reason is that Will Smith has always been portrayed as the safe Negro. He's always been perceived as the safe, non-threatening Negro you can invite to your house. And that's what they've done with Will Smith for the last 30 years. They've invited him vicariously to their homes. In the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, in the Aladdin movies, in the Men in Black movies, he's the nice, non-threatening Negro. He's not like the others. Will Smith is the exception to the niggas. He's the exception. And here's the thing. With Will Smith popping Chris Rock and showing violence, like, oh my God, he is like the others. Oh, that nigga tricked us. See, white people feel like they've been tricked now. This nigga tricked us. We thought you were different. You're violent just like the rest of them. So now they feel betrayed now for inviting him vicariously to their home with the Men in Black posters and the Wild Wild West posters and all the iRobot. Now they feel betrayed now because he wasn't the safe Negro that they thought he was. He can break bad and he's unpredictable. Oh, we knew it. Oh, we knew it. I told you he had something, he had niggertry in his eyes. We knew it. We knew he could go there. So that's what's really bothering a lot of white people. That Will put hands on somebody. He showed anger in real life. He wasn't the smiling, non-threatening Negro that they wanted him to be. And here's the thing. They don't like that he put hands on Chris Rock because, see, white society, they like to live vicariously through Chris Rock's jokes. See, Chris Rock, great comedian. I like Chris Rock, and he's very edgy. He goes in on white people, but Chris Rock, he crafts his jokes a certain way where he goes in on black people that make white people comfortable. Do y'all feel where I'm going with this? Chris Rock crafts his jokes in a way where he'll go in on everybody, including white people, but he'll go in on black people in a way that gives white people a pass to do it too. For example, Chris Rock, when he did that 1996 special, was it Bring the Pain? That infamous special that really, really put him on the map. Chris Rock did a routine about the difference between black people and niggas. And white people loved that. White people absolutely loved that routine. That made Chris Rock a household name. And even he said that routine he did, he think inadvertently that gave white people a pass to excuse their racism. The white people and the black people and nigger bit that he did, that gave white people an excuse to talk about black people and try to hide behind Chris Rock. Well, I don't hate all black people. I just hate the niggers. Just like Chris Rock said, there's black people and there's niggers. Chris Rock said it, not me. And I agree with him. He gave white society an alley-oop with that whole black people and niggers routine that he did. So that kind of gave them an out. So if they want to talk about black people, well, I'm not talking about all of them. Just like Chris Rock said, just the niggers. You see? And also Chris Rock, there's that infamous video where he was sitting with Louis C.K. So he hangs with some of these other so-called edgy white comics, and he kind of gives them a pass to say nigger around him. You see? It's that type of thing. So that's why they kind of like Chris Rock. They like him because he's edgy. He will go in on white people, but he goes in equally on black folks and gives them a kind of a cover to use his material to justify their own racism. You understand? So he gave them an alley-oop on that. Yeah, he kind of gave them an alley-oop. Yeah, he's like their mascot, though. He gave them an alley-oop. And I like and I like Chris Rock. Chris Rock is very funny. I like Chris Rock. I think Chris Rock is still a very funny brother. And by all means, he should not have been slapped like that. I'm not saying that to justify anything. I'm just telling you the white people's reaction to it. Chris was kind of the little edgy mascot for white people. Yeah, he goes in on white supremacy and the white people, but he's the little edgy mascot to a certain degree. So, oh my God, you hit our mascot. Oh my God, you hit our mascot. Yeah, he goes in, yeah. He'll go in on white people to a certain degree. But listen, with Will Smith, so now they're darkening Will Smith now. He's become black again. See, Will Smith was something that kind of transcended blackness at first. He's black, but not black. He's a little different. He's not like those others. He's one of the good ones. He's friendly. He's not angry all the time. He's not bringing up racism all the time. He doesn't have a chip on his shoulder.
I could play 5 different videos of Will Smith slapping the shit out of people. He slapped some reporters. He just slapped some news people. He just slapped some cameramen. Man, Will Smith be slapping motherfuckers. That's the fact.
We like him. Let's invite him to the vegan restaurant. Not the barbecue, but to the vegan restaurant. Let's invite him to have some cappuccino and lattes with us. Now that he put hands on somebody, oh my God, he is black. Oh God, he's black. Oh my God, we've been bamboozled. That's what this is about. But listen, the second thing that they don't like about Will Smith doing this is because the image of him standing up for a black woman, the image of him doing that, that's something disturbing to the white society as well. They don't like that image of a black man appearing to stand up for his wife, to stand up for a black woman. Because Chris Rock was doing these jokes on the sister. Now, let's be very real. I'm not attacking Chris Rock or justifying Chris Rock getting touched up on that stage. But it was known that, the Jada Pinkett Smith had alopecia. It was known. Chris said he didn't know, but this was public. And her hair fell out voluntarily. And let me say this. Let's be very clear. If it was a white woman whose hair fell out because of alopecia, Chris Rock or no other comedian would have done that joke. I want y'all to be very clear. They would not have done that joke on a white woman. Let's be very clear. If she was white and her hair fell out because of alopecia, they would not have said that about a white woman. And you know it. Y'all can sit up here and tap dance all you want to. They would not have done that about a white woman whose hair fell out. If they did that about a white woman, all types of advocacy groups and everything under the sun would be talking about it going in. There's no way they would have said that about a white woman whose hair fell out. In fact, you can't say nothing about another white aggrieved group. Family, you remember a few years ago when Kevin Hart was going to host the awards, and they dug up an old tweet from 10 years ago of him making a gay joke. And the white LGBT community stopped him from hosting the damn show. Not only did they stop him from hosting the show, they made him go on a damn apology tour. Don't let these folks tell you it's just some damn jokes. It ain't no damn jokes if they're the butt of it. It's only just jokes when we're the butt of it. If they are the butt of jokes, it ain't jokes no more. It ain't jokes. And they dug up an old joke that Kevin Hart said 10 years ago and said, no, nigga, you ain't hosting this. You offended us. You offended us back then, and we just brought the tweet up, and you offended us again, and we ain't gonna let you host this. They shut him down. Tracy Morgan, they shut him down too over a damn joke about LGBT people. The white LGBT community jumped in and punished that brother. It ain't jokes when you joke on them. Let's be very clear. They would not have done that about a white woman who lost her hair at all. And y'all know they would not have. Let's be real. She gets dissed and she's visibly uncomfortable on his big night. She's already sacrificed a lot. A lot of time, she talks about how, she's not happy about this. Y'all listen to him. Y'all.
I ain't gonna play the rest of the. You can go catch the rest of this on the brother channel. I am gonna drop the link though. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. You feel what I'm saying? For anybody that want to come on and listen, man, we got to get on code. Ukraine just got $13 billion allocated to them. You understand me? What y'all gonna do? How y'all feel about Ukraine? I know how the average on code person feel about Ukraine. This is how they feel.
Say, listen, I just want to say to everybody, nigga, fuck Ukraine. Yeah, nigga, we don't give a damn about Vladimir Putin going over there, bombing them people. Nigga, fuck them people. All year long, you niggas ain't said nothing about Ukraine. Fuck Ukraine. Yeah, about Russia or Ukraine, not no nigga. Yeah, nigga, mother here, grandpa here. Nigga, fuck, I don't give a fuck about neither one of them. I ain't got now some bitch. They didn't have nobody when we needed somebody for Tamir Rice. Yeah, you bitch ass black folks always sticking y'all goddamn business. Y'all just like that white boy. Nosy motherfucker. We don't give a fuck about Ukraine. We don't give a fuck about Russia. It's the clubs open this weekend. When is that Michael Jordan tennis shoes coming out? Nigga, we don't give a fuck. Half of if Russia wipe out Ukraine tonight. Yeah, I'm a fan of Vladimir Putin. I think he's the baddest world leader in the world. And shit, I like him and Kim Jong.
All right, let's get shout out to my brother. That's how most on code brothers feel about Ukraine and the Russia situation. So shout out to my brother Don P. What's going on, Don P? How you feeling?
Hey, what's good, y'all? What's up to the panel, man?
Man, what's going on, man? We feeling good. So wake and bake, man. We lit. Everybody hit that like button, thumb up the video, hit the like button. It's very important for you guys tuning in, watching this, to hit that like button and to share the live stream. Appreciate y'all. Man, y'all got the flow, man. Let's get it.
Yeah, so I wanted to touch on, because you had did a show, when that slap first happened, you know what I mean? And people was talking about, why are we talking about this, man? This is important because you get to take the temperature to see what manhood is. You get to take the temperature to see how a lot of dudes will react when it comes to certain shit. And I feel like when it comes down to it, you're supposed to protect your woman. I don't care if she a thought. I don't care. The fact of the matter is that's the mother to your kids. You chose her. I don't care if she a thought. I don't care if she a hoe. Whatever the case may be, that's your wife. You protect what's yours. You know what I mean? Like I got plenty of partners that chose wrong. You know what I mean? And if one of my homies says something crazy about them and he don't check them, I'm gonna look at the dude like, yo, that's you chose her. That's your chick at the end of the day. You know what I mean? I don't care what she did. As far as everything Jada did to him, and this, like, that's you know what, that's whatever. I have my grievances with Jada for putting a lot of the business out there, but at the end of the day, Will Smith chose her. And you motherfuckers, y'all gotta stop using the word simp. Y'all learned this term 2-3 years ago. Now y'all loosely throwing it around left or right. But you same motherfuckers who's using simp is going around tricking on everybody. It don't even make sense to me.
Honestly, bro, like real ass talk. Honestly, I'm feeling a whole different type of. I understand the imagery and the visuals of the situation, but bro, as I started gathering further research on how, because bro, what fucked me up is how did this fucking Oscar situation, bro? This shit took over the world like the fucking. Who was the nigga that got stomped out of Minnesota, bro? This coverage took over the world, bro. Like that type of energy. You see what I'm saying? I said what fucked me up is the fucking pages and the people and the networks that would have never spoken Will Smith or Chris Tucker's name is now covering this what I would call rudimentary, low level ass fucking fruit.
It ain't like the BET Awards. It ain't like a, you
But
know what I
right,
mean?
it was instant, bro. And so then with this other information, bro, they say, nigga, we got the nigga. They said that this was a ploy to basically get the crowd or get the mass of the population, bro, to start just having certain type of like start feeling a certain type of way about Will Smith for the specific reason, because that nigga Will Smith, don't forget, he's on Epstein's flight logs multiple times, bro. So that nigga's fucking involved. That bitch ass nigga Chris fucking Rock is on the motherfucking Epstein flight logs, bro. And so is Denzel Washington, my nigga. So all three of them motherfuckers, and I think Tyler Perry plays a little motherfucking part. So you got to know them three motherfuckers that they try to act like they was motherfucking heroes in the situation, bro. Them motherfuckers' little story is about to get deeper, bro. So that's on facts. And if anybody got to do any kind of research,
my bad, bro. My bad, bro. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, so the shit, like I said, and with that distraction, you know what I'm saying? Because I got privy to some other little information, how I did the other little drop. Now, the messenger, you know what I'm saying, it came via through Dan Calloway, but it was featuring the brother Santos Bonacci. This like a coach, you know what I'm saying, a researcher from out of Australia, bro. He's on there breaking down on this like one network radio little interview that they had like taped off of YouTube just because of the content that he was covering, bro. He was like, nigga, the black Indians, the African American Indians, been over here, bro, for thousands of years. Nigga said New York, Los Angeles, San Francisco have been cities for thousands of motherfucking years, dog. And this is Santos Bonacci. So anybody that does research, you should have been, you know what I'm saying, heard about his name through the little, you know what I'm saying, the little research airways. But yeah, bro. But that was, you know what I'm saying, and then, but see, Dan Calloway just featured a little clip like you just did with this one right here. But he did that on his page. He just dropped that, I think, yesterday. But yeah, Santos Bonacci said, nigga, no cap, nigga, this is it. Nigga, this is what they've been trying to hide. The niggas have been here for nigga forever. They didn't come, nobody brought them here. Nigga, like I said, nigga, they're Americans from scratch, nigga. That part, nigga, from the ingredients. The fuck? But so yeah, I can, you know, so I'll drop that link. But yeah, that's just another one. But yeah, we gotta watch out with this Will Smith shit, because when they bust out with this little shit, especially with them doing that little Tinker California done passed that little reparations, little, you know what I'm saying, trinket little bill and shit, like, nah, that's petty cash, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And Will and Jada was robbing on nobody hip on this, bro. Did y'all know that Will and Jada was running the school of Scientology?
I mean, you know, half of the Hollywood be on that weirdo shit. You know what I mean? The only thing I do disagree with, I'm gonna criticize Tariq on this, is when he says certain things about certain actors or whatnot, and he said that's his conjecture. Some people gotta realize Tariq Nasheed, you know, he got paper, and he be in them circles with them Hollywood stars. That's when that Kevin Hart really didn't go too hard on Tariq Nasheed, because Tariq Nasheed is privy to certain things that the average Joe is not privy to. So like when he says certain things, you know, it's not for everybody to know. You know what I mean? That's like I'm from Yonkers. That's like me saying something about DMX. You know what I mean? That's like DMX saying something out to the world. He putting something out in public, and I know something personal about him, and me going out and saying, "Oh yeah, you know, DMX is still doing X, Y, and Z." That's like, it's not for me to tell everybody that. You know what I mean? Certain things you gotta keep indoors, especially when you in a city where somebody's famous at and they trying to keep things a secret. You know what I mean? Just let it be that. You know what I mean? So that's the one thing I do disagree with Tariq Nasheed on. I know he was trying to be codified with how he was saying things, but I think people got the picture about what Will Smith is all about.
And the clip that I was referencing that was talking about fucking Will Smith and that whole breakdown, bro, that ain't even on YouTube. You got to find that on BitChute, the ones that's like a little bit less uncensored and shit, where they, you know what I'm saying, can talk a little bit more openly about shit. So that's where I found this. So yeah, it's some of that, you know, it's some shit that's off YouTube and off the little censorship algorithm control.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta tap in and shit like that. Matter of fact, I got some shit I'm gonna play that's off the YouTube algorithm that I be tapping into. But yeah, man, this is a dope ass bill. The link is in the chat too, man. What's going on, everybody? Who else we got up on here? Just left whoever that was in the back. I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, but I don't see how defending your wife is simp energy. That shit ain't no simp, man. That's not you being a simp.
Bro,
That's not
I think she's just as much as involved too, bro. I almost look at her like the orchestrator. Like, bro, if you see her, she just sat back, bro, was like she like was the fucking. I see her as like the fucking like the top. You know what I'm saying? Like almost, bro. Like
How
I
you
not to feel sorry. I just feel that she's involved with the shit. Like you kind of orchestrated and kind of.
how you niggas gonna react to more and disrespect your girl or your wife or your chick?
Now, in real life, I don't think that the fucking I don't think that they represent real life because I think niggas in real life, niggas on this panel, I think we fucking protect our mamas, women,
That was
cousins.
real. That was definitely real. Like we can't play the spooky game. That was definitely real.
I ain't gonna front. I don't seen too many times where somebody disrespected somebody else's girl right in front of them, and they sit there and giggle it off and be like, "Oh man, that's crazy, bro. Chill, man. Don't say that about my girl." Like, but they feel like, "Yo, why you so emotional when it comes to yours?" Because that's who I chose. That's the mother to my kids. That's my wife. I don't give a fuck what she did in the past, bro. That's if you got something to say about it, don't have the balls to say it in my face. You know what I mean? That's something you probably could say behind my back or something. Just make sure it don't come back to me. Especially because at the end of the day, like that's who you chose. Being a simp is you going out your way for a chick you don't know, for a chick that's not the mother to your kids, for a chick that you didn't choose to be your wife. That's being a simp. You motherfuckers come out here listen to Kevin Samuels, and all of a sudden you weenies know what a simp is. Y'all don't know what a simp is. How y'all gonna talk about everybody's a simp, but y'all defending tricking? I don't get y'all niggas, bro. I really don't. Y'all some bro.
That's real.
That was smoke right there. I appreciate that.
Facts, yeah. Shout out Will Flores on in the chat. He must have seen that same video that I seen. That's facts. He said the black Indians, he said, "Yo, give a fuck what they call us, bro. Black Indians, Negro Indians, whatever, nigga, it was Indian attached to that motherfucker." That's what Santos said. Nigga, full stop.
Hold on, y'all. Let me let some of the other brothers and sisters on the panel. We got Mac Mezel and we got Back Creek Guy. What's up?
What up, man?
What's
hey,
going
man.
on?
Will is totally justified in what he did, man. You know? A lot of niggas want to make excuses. Just say you wouldn't defend your lady like that. That's all.
Mac Mezel, let the people know your name and where you calling from, big bro.
Toronto, Canada.
Shout out to Toronto in the building. What's going on with
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, why make excuses for something like that? You know, like where do y'all draw the line on disrespect to your woman in front of your face? You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it.
Yeah, because that's the thing. We on the internet age to where you find out when you get on the net that not everybody's cut from the same cloth. You see what I mean? We talk about this thing called code, but you get to find out that just because all of us as brothers, that don't mean we cut from the same cloth, man. You get to find out real quick.
But I'm from where I come from, bro. How do I justify your actions? And you know what I'm saying? What you fucking try to put on for protecting women, bro? But you don't fucking protect kids, bro. You're involved with one of the motherfuckers that's involved with one of the sickest child. So I mean, he's involved with that, bro. So I think it's an act for actors. At the Oscars, fucking, I mean, so I just put all that perspective. I think it's bigger than Will Smith, is what my point is.
Wouldn't that be more of a conspiracy, though?
How if he's on the logs that's been released and been declassified? But I mean, in time, like I said, the big shoe link, I'll drop that, but like it's out there, bro. But that's not for the masses to know that don't know. That's why most of the folks was tuned in for the ratings. You see what I'm saying? The Grammys ain't aired in 2 years. And then they said the most ratings that they got was the after watchers. They didn't even really tune in live, and that was only because the drama, you know what I'm saying, word got out that the drama had unfolded.
So it's really not what happened, it's who did it. That's how y'all see it.
And that's why I said it's bigger. It's something bigger, and this is playing a little. I'm getting distraction just how it just took the world, like COVID and the fucking Floyd. You see what I'm saying? I'm just seeing that. Just like as far as the energy, the algorithms, the networks, and the platforms, it's no way. You see what I'm saying? Like something's fucking up with all the truth that's coming up. Like nah, y'all motherfuckers nah. This
Yeah,
look
they're
over
just
here. This is
they're just
look
trying
over
to
here because we doing something over there. So that's what it's giving me.
yeah, these motherfuckers are just trying to distract us so it won't focus on, the biolabs, the bioengineer labs that Biden got out there in Ukraine, and all the pedophiles that's getting caught up. And I just want to double down on that what brother said about Will Smith and Chris Rock being on the Epstein list. Oh yeah, you'll be disappointed with a whole bunch of black actors on that. Wesley Snipes is on that motherfucker too.
Why aren't they
And
arrested?
Denzel
Why aren't they
Washington.
arrested? I don't get it.
Denzel
Bro,
Washington.
because it's an act, bro. Like, it's an act.
It's
It's
a
called the
public act.
planned devolution, bro. And it got to come out slowly in public because if they break it, it's going to be too much for folks. So they got to drip. They got y'all on a drip line, bro. Y'all, I'll be drip line to the facts.
They're spoon feeding niggas. You feel me?
Hey, Your Majesty, I see you put on the chat 7 levels of disrespect. I'm well aware of that, bro. That's why I'm telling you to hop on the panel because you taking a lot of things out of context, bro.
And that whole August Alsina thing, he had an open marriage with this woman. You know what I'm saying? Y'all probably don't even know how much skins he done hit.
Yeah.
Behind her back and
they done hit together
and all that. So they probably go to swinger parties and all that.
But that's what they was doing on the. It was fucking swinger buddies with what's that boy's name from Mission Impossible? Motherfucking Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
He was hitting that white chick from that movie he did when he was stealing everything. So
bro, he was hitting Charlize Theron from what was that movie where he was a superhero?
Yeah. So
Hancock.
it's not a thing about why didn't he fight August? That's game goofy. You know what I'm saying?
No, the thing is about Hollywood, they've been fucking each other. That's the Roman Kabbalic Khazarian sex life or sex rituals.
Bro, the little congressman, bro, the Congress, bro. If this is some conspiracy, bro, the U.S. congressman, the little young nigga from North Carolina, bro, he just went on somebody's podcast talking about how the motherfuckers in Congress be having coke parties and orgies, bro. And they invited him to one, bro. And he's a motherfucker like paraplegic. He the one that's in a wheelchair, bro. And they coming after his ass like, nigga, you need to name some names. So, nigga, shit's about to break. Hella shit's about to break on so many levels that motherfuckers is gonna be looking around, nigga, needing some drugs, nigga. That's what the motherfuckers that ain't on drugs.
My whole thing is the hood, we smack niggas for less. And at the end of the day, Chris Rock didn't call the police. So what's the big uproar, man? It's only white folks are scared right now. You know what I'm saying?
They need distractions.
That's the distraction part that me and bro was talking about. I said that's exactly why. Because they know they don't take that much for us to slap a nigga up. We slap motherfuckers up in the fucking gas station, bro, for less. But see me, the race don't even matter because I motherfucking gather motherfuckers quickly.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. So listen, what I want everybody to do is leave a comment at the end of the video. Let's get the comment section booming on this particular live. About to get ready to end this live. I'll probably do another one later on, so be tuned. I don't know, just be tuned. You know what I feel me? Shout out to everybody that popped in. Shout out to everybody that popped on. Shout out to everybody in the chat too, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat gang. Drop them fire emojis, man. Let everybody know, represent. And I want to shout out to everybody that's tuning in that's not in the chat. Shout out to y'all for slapping in. Make sure y'all thumb up the video. Very important.
And everybody that says Chris Rock held his composure, he ain't hold nothing but a slap. What was his reaction? Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me. What, the greatest moment in TV history? Like, come on.
Right, that was the
like, nigga, you slapped me in front of America, blood. We throwing hands, and we gonna act like four niggas.
Bad. But he knew he was wrong, and he saw Will Smith's eyes, so Hey man, if you're gonna smash somebody for your woman, I don't know what you're gonna do in life.
Yeah,
man.
You can't really
I
fuck
can't
with
be on call with nobody like that, bro. You
I'm
can't.
about to close out.
I can't be on call with
Hey,
nobody.
and when it's part of the script, bro, you just gotta do, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta act the part. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what it, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers that got raped in certain scenes, but it's acting at the end of the day. Because they didn't even
Man, this shit.
broadcast the part where they was hugging and walking all close and hitting each other in the stomach, like laughing a little bit. That didn't get televised, but I caught a part of that footage. So yeah, it's all
Well,
good.
if it's scripted, Chris Rock's a bitch. I ain't letting no man slap me for no amount of money to prove no point. Fuck that.
Y'all didn't see what all the white comedians were saying, nigga this, nigga that, all around Chris Rock. He was sitting there giggling with them. I never respected Chris Rock. If you really look at his comedy, that motherfucker be false-viewing, man. He be cooning like a motherfucker, bro. He be cooning.
Hey, Chris Rock been trying to start a civil war within the black community too, with his whole niggas versus blacks joke.
Facts. Because in white folks' eyes, we all niggas, so that's bullshit.
Shit, man. Peace and love and light to everybody out here, man. Make sure you enjoy y'all day. We better get ready to get the fuck out of here. Shout out to the chat. Drop them fire emojis. Support the channel. Support the channel, man. Support the channel.
Hey, defend y'all women, B. Defend y'all women. That's all I gotta say, man. If that's who you choose to marry, if that's who you choose to have kids with, I don't give a fuck if she a thought or not. You chose her. You gotta defend her.
When you make your bed, you stay in it.
I feel like that was a gentleman slap too. Like I'm gonna slap him real tight and go back and sit down and enjoy my show. Plus, he won an Oscar. You know what I'm saying?
He slapped him
That's
like
black
they was about
excellence
to
right
duel
there.
or something.
Shit.
Y'all funny, man. Y'all be safe, man. We go.
Whatever it takes. The alleyway.
Coco, this your season right now.
They won't see me. They won't let me care. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling deep my stomach, paranoid, yeah. I won't let them care, They won't see me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling deep my stomach, paranoid, yeah. I can't let them care, They won't see me, yeah. I put attention, all in my blood, all in my veins. They started with perky, now that hair on them is veins. You started with serving, now them drugs drove you insane. Started with dealing, I grew up with killers, they taught me the game. I got some niggas that die behind, and that shit won't never the same. I know some niggas that lie behind, and that bullet had his name. Ain't no reason to cry about, cause that shit won't never change. MTF the 4th and P, my niggas can't get out the game. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the stern. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling deep my stomach, paranoid, yeah. I won't let them care, They won't see me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the stern. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling deep my stomach, paranoid, yeah. I can't let them care, They won't see me, yeah.